Hello everyone, I am Asha Best. Hope you all are well. Hope you all are safe and sound at your place. Dear students, today I welcome you in class 5 EVS, the new chapter Indian National Movement. Before starting with this chapter, I would like to tell you something regarding the previous chapter. In the previous chapter, we studied about the causes and effects of the First War of Independence in 1857. We discussed how British rose to power. We also had information regarding the unrest during the British rule. Now, starting with this chapter, the few important points which we will discuss in this chapter are social reform movements and role of Indian National Congress. So let's begin with this chapter. End of East India Company rule. After the suppression of the revolt of 1857, when Indian soldiers along with the common people, they fought for their freedom in 1857, but due to some of the reasons, the event was suppressed by the British. And as a result, the rule of East India Company came to an end. The British government after that took over the administration of India, means they started ruling directly on India, and a viceroy was sent to India as the representative of the British, who took over all the administration work in our region. The British took over the administration of India, as I told you earlier also, and a viceroy was sent to India to take over the administration of the regions. Now let's talk about social reformers. Social reformers were very important at that point of time because they introduced many reforms. Because of that, many social evils were removed from the society. Due to a number of social and religious practices, people faced many problems in their life. In earlier days, there were many social evils, social as well as religious evils, which were practiced in our country, and due to that, many sufferings took place among the people. To remove these social evils, reformers worked hard and brought the changes in the society. Social and religious practices which were famous that time were sati practice, female infanticide, child marriage, and caste system. As per sati practice, if a woman's husband dies due to any reason, the woman, the wife of that person, need to be burned with the husband's body. That was the social evil which was practiced at that time. Then comes female infanticide. Girl child used to be killed in the womb of the mother before taking birth only. That was again a social evil which was famous in the society. That time, people did not wish to have a girl child. They always wished to have a boy. Child marriage. This was the social evil according to which small children were married at the early age. These social reformers fought to remove this evil from the society. Caste system. This was a famous social evil according to which people developed a system of caste in which they placed some of the people, some of the caste at lower level and some of the caste at higher level. Due to that, many differences took place in the society, and later reformers started fighting against caste system. Let's talk about social reforms. Social reforms were the movements which thinkers led to bring positive changes in society. They wanted to bring positive changes in the society, so they fought to bring such social changes. Also, for removing all social and religious evils from the society, they tried to brought some of the reforms. Let's have some information about some of the famous social reformers. First, Raja Ram Mohan Roy. Raja Ram Mohan Roy, he fought against Sati Pratha. He was known for his efforts to abolish the practice of sati and child marriage. Dayanand Saraswati. Dayanand Saraswati was also tried to oppose the practice of untouchability. He protected the people who were considered untouchable that time, as well as he protested against injustice to women and also worked for the education of the female. He fought against child marriage too. Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar. Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar campaigned for the upliftment of the people, especially for the upliftment of women in India. He particularly lived and worked for the women living in Bengal. He fought for the condition of women so that their development can be possible. Sir Syed Ahmad Khan. Sir Syed Ahmad Khan, he opposed ignorance, superstitious and evil customs presented in India, especially in Indian Muslim society. Now, reasons behind these reforms. Why these reforms were very important that time. These reforms took place to bring awareness among us, the Indian people, so that they can understand there are social and religious injustice in the society, so that they can aware of their actual condition in the society. These social reforms also took place to dedicate people about these social evils, so that people can be educated regarding the social evils. Here, in place of dedicate, I would like to tell you that educate will come, to educate people about these social evils, to remove these social evils from the society. This was the main reason for which many reformers came forward with different reforms in the society, so that these social and religious evils can be removed from the society. Reasons behind these reforms we are discussing. To encourage remarriage of widows. Like earlier, if a lady's husband dies in early age, that time the lady was not allowed to get married again. So these reformers fought for the remarriage of widows so that they can start their life once again, to ensure education for girls. That time people did not wish to have girls, as earlier also I told you, so they were not ready to educate girls. These reformers fought for the girls' education so that they can be made aware of their rights, their condition can be improved. Now, Indian National Congress. Indian National Congress was established in 1885, and Indian National Congress was founded by an Englishman, Alan Octavian Hume. The first session of Indian National Congress was attended by 77 delegates, and the first session of INC was presided by W.C. Banerjee. Now let's talk about what was the aim behind INC, Indian National Congress. Indian National Congress was established to draw the attention of British towards the difficulty and demands of Indian people. This commission was established so that Britishers can be made aware of the difficulties which Indian people were facing, as well as they were demanding some of the things so that their condition in the society can be improved. Now let's talk about some of the leaders of Indian National Congress. These Indian National Congress leaders were also called moderates. S.N. Banerjee and Gopal Krishna Gokhale. Sir Surendra Nath Banerjee was one of the earliest Indian political leader during the British Raj. He was the leader of INC. Gopal Krishna Gokhale was an Indian liberal political leader and a social reformer during the Indian independence movement. He was a senior leader of the Indian National Congress and the founder of the Servants of Indian Society. Then comes Firoz Shah Mehta and Badruddin Tayyabji. Sir Firoz Shah Mehta was an Indian politician and lawyer from Bombay. And Badruddin Tayyabji was an Indian lawyer, activist and politician during British Raj. Tayyabji was the first Indian to practice as a barrister of the High Court in Bombay. He was the third president of INC also. Dadabhai Naoroji. He was also known as the Grand Old Man of India and official ambassador of India. He was an Indian Parsi scholar, a trader and politician. So these were the famous leaders of Indian National Congress. They brought the important demands of Indian in front of British. But British officials were not ready to accept their demands, and gradually the anger amongst Indian people rose up. Their demands became stronger and stronger. Some of the leaders opposed the soft approach of these moderate leaders. These leaders who opposed the soft approach of moderate leaders were Lala Lajpat Rai, Bal Gangadhar Tilak, Bipin Chandra Pal, and all these leaders, group of these leaders were known as extremists. They wanted complete freedom from British rule. This was also known as Purna Swaraj, and they all together called Lal Bal Pal. Lal, Lala Lajpat Rai; Bal, Bal Gangadhar Tilak; Pal, Bipin Chandra Pal. Hope you got the first part of this chapter well. We'll soon meet with the second and final part of this chapter. Till then, I request you all watch this video carefully, try to make your own notes, and enjoy learning. Dear children, thank you and a marvelous day ahead. Thank you very much.